We can start with your questions, the media. Whoever wants to start first.
Maybe, Vice Chief, if you wanted to just talk about the when the search started and just talk about if you could give a timeline of the activities that started yesterday.
Okay, I have a note here. I can use this. Day one is April 19, 2022. That was yesterday. The name of the person is Frank Young, 5 years old, indigenous boy. Last seen at around 12 noon, April 19, 2022 at his residence, when he probably stepped out of the house and played outside the front yard. Family and neighborhoods and friends started searching for him around 12:30 noon. That's when they noticed he wasn't around. RCMP emergency response were called about 1:30 to 2:30, 2 o'clock p.m. that day, along with the local fire crews. We have 2 fire crews that work together. And unfortunately, we had to have a funeral for a young baby as well during that time, and we didn't have available men to start searching right away. So we were working at the cemetery during that time until they were finished. We have search teams that were dispatched. About 50 volunteers, both men and ladies, were involved. We had people come in from Shoal Lake, and they brought in their search teams and volunteers, as well as the firefighters who started working this month. The search was intensive for approximately 8 hours, both on ground, slough area nearby, and along the river's water edge. That's what the search teams were doing yesterday. Local searchers went by foot, ATVs, motorboat, and canoe. Local residents had been advised to report directly to local emergency response coordinator and leadership. First day of search was called off at 8 p.m. for a while, but local people and searchers were still on the lookout. After hours, local emergency coordinator, along with council and RCMP members, called up an update meeting at 9 p.m. in the evening at the residence and the family with the family. Lookout went on throughout the night and around the river's edge. Day 2, which is today, the local search team continued early this morning at around 5 to up to now. Yeah. Outside search teams have started to come in at around approximately 9 a.m. Kerr River Fire Department and RCMP members. The Grand Council, Prince Albert Grand Council, search and rescue team with boat and sonar and water drone. They are currently on the river doing their search. RCMP search team from China Sask, they are still out there helping out. Professional SAR team will be coming in later with their search dogs. They're on their way. More outside people have been phoning in and wanting to help out regarding donations and what they can provide. Search will continue until Frank is found. That's the main objective of this search, and we do feel the pressure and the grief and whatever that comes with. So far, we haven't been successful in locating Frank. that's the update for now, and we will continue to do our diligence to search every part of the reserve until we locate Frank.
Okay, thank you, Vice Chief Mackay. Do we have anyone else there, Jeff, or anyone from the RCMP who want to make a comment?
We do have Richard Tong. Want to say something, Richard? So I'll put him on screen here.
And if I could just ask you to say and spell your first name and your last name and your title.
My name is Richard Tong, R-I-C-H-A-R-D. My last name is T-O-N-G-E. I'm a sergeant and I'm in charge of Carrot River Detachment.
Sorry, was that Sergeant?
Correct.
I missed that. Okay. So did you want to go ahead and give a statement?
Certainly. The Vice Chief has set out things very clearly. Carrot River RCMP received a call of a missing 5-year-old boy on April 19th, 2022 at 3:36 p.m. 2 police officers initially responded to Red Earth Cree Nation. We started at the point where the missing youth had been last seen, which was his residence, house 603. The local community members were already doing a very thorough search of the area. We started attempting to locate the youth, Frank Young. We weren't successful immediately, so we started bringing in or lining up more resources to continue the search. During the course of the evening, we did participate in the community meeting. It was very well attended. I say over 75 community members between Red Earth Cree Nation and Shoal Lake Cree Nation were in attendance. Some plans were put forward to further the search, and some guidance was given to community members how they could best assist the searchers in the community by simply checking their own houses, checking their own outbuildings, vehicles, yards, to try and find the missing youth. Community members continued their search efforts throughout the night. The RCMP continued their search efforts. Police service dog from Prince Albert was brought in to assist, and detachment members utilized FLIR, forward-looking infrared, as well as night vision. We searched the river to the north of the missing youth's home the best we could, both shores or both banks of the shore. We had further information that the youth may have been seen at a playground, and again, we attended that area using FLIR, night vision, and with the assistance of the police service dog handler. However, our efforts were unsuccessful. Today, the RCMP were able to deploy their search and rescue team members from throughout the province. An RCMP search manager is working closely with Roy Head and the PAGC search and rescue team to coordinate efforts to continue the search. At this point, I think Vice Chief has already explained some of the efforts that have been made. The RCMP does have an aircraft in place and are preparing to continue the aerial search. It will take place later in the day because our aircraft-based FLIR is more effective during the evening hours. Again, we're continuing to coordinate our search efforts with those of the local community and the PAGC. We're very appreciative of the strong turnout from provincial SARSAID chapters. I can't rattle them all off for you, but I know definitely Prince Albert, Prince Albert, Porcupine Plain, Wadena. I think there's a total of 8 at this point that have trained search members here and assisting, working side by side with the RCMP and community members in this search. At this time, we're also, asking the public for any assistance. It's been well broadcast on the local radio station. I know there's a lot of social media gone out about the matter. And we've, the RCMP have put out media releases as well, including the photograph of the missing boy and the clothing he was known to be wearing when last seen. So we're going to continue our efforts, and we want to remain optimistic about a successful outcome.
Okay, thank you, Sergeant. I think we can open it up to questions now. So go ahead. Maybe it'll be better if you just put your hand up. So we'll start from the top. Questions.
Assuming that Gina, I think Zachary wants to say something before you start with the questions.
I just want to say good morning, good afternoon to all of you that's are on this media. First of all, I'd like to say to Tina for allowing us to speak. I just want to say that all the things that that as a community that we went through, we come together as a community. Both Red Earth and Shoal Lake as a community, we're strong in our love and our guidance and helping each other as a community. And all the things that we go through, it's good that we as a community get the support from the people from our community and also the people from the outside personnel that come in. And it's good to see PHCC, the RCMP, and the other deployments that are coming in. But we try our best as a community to follow their route, what they're going to do first in regards to how they're going to deploy the system. Like this morning, we had a debriefing on that. First thing that we deployed was the RCMP search and rescue from Kerr River, and also fire department, I should say, this morning. Then PHCC came in this morning. The RCMP search and team was here today and last night. And we're trying to follow the protocol here that was set up for us as a community. So we're at number. What number is that? Number 7. We're at number 7. PHCC is doing the drone. What do you call that drone? Sonar system right now. We're gonna follow their lead, but we're not gonna stop as a community. We're gonna keep searching after that. We're gonna keep going, cause that's what our community members want, is that not to stop. We have to keep going. We are a strong community. We are a strong community in regards to when something happens in our community. There's a lot of support, love, and determination to pull through as a community. We've seen that so many times in our community. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for having us to the public on behalf of the family, relatives, and the community. We ask you for your continuous support and prayers. And you all know that prayer is a strong word in our community. We're a strong community in regards to having prayers. So with that, I just wanted to make a comment and just a briefing on some of the things that's going on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I have a question. APTN, can you talk about, or can you tell them how many people are in Frank's immediate family and who was the last person to see him at the playground? Can you speak to that?
Ano, kapag naman ang information, antiques kita ka na. I think it's best that.
Yeah, and if you want to keep that private.
Unfortunately, we can't answer that because
Okay.
we don't have that information in front of us.
Okay.
That
All right.
we respect the privacy of the family.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so do we have any other questions? All right, I'll let.
I think we suggested that we leave it to the search.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned with the questions.
Okay. Okay. So Marjolaine.
Okay, yes, my question is, do you think that this could be an abduction, or it's the little guy?
It is too early to answer that question. This is
Okay.
our second day that we have worked hard yesterday, and we are working hard today from this morning around 5 o'clock. So we are not quitting.
Thank you.
Okay, Mersha, Billy.
There, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So as the time goes by right now, so we are 24 hours in for the search for Frank right now. Can you speak a little bit about what the concerns are at this point for his safety and what you guys are looking into? I think this might go maybe to the Vice Chief and the RCMP, where you guys are looking specifically to find him.
Obviously, we want to be, how do you say it, objective, or how do you say it, to believe that we could find Frank. Optimistic, yeah. I think that's the word we're using this morning. We are still looking, we are still working hard. Our men are getting tired, but they're still out there. The women are still working too, because they are helping out with their husbands, and some of them are single women who are volunteering their time. And yeah, I guess that's the word we want to use today. Does that answer?
Yeah. Thanks, Vice Chief. So I have a question from the Star Phoenix. Could RCMP speak to the size of the area being searched or describe the general perimeter of the search area? That would be for the Sergeant. Ponge.
I can't speak to the actual size of the search with any specifics. There's two main search areas at this time, but we're always expanding based on any new information. I can say, speaking with the search manager, we've covered two main areas. One right near the residence of the missing boy, and another one near a playground where he was believed to be later in the day. Ground searches at this point have probably encompassed an area of at least 1.5 kilometers by 200 to 300 meters at this point in regards to the playground, and probably a little bit smaller area in regards to the house. Further, we've had drones up searching areas past where the ground search has been taking place, areas that are tougher to access on foot. And we're going to continue with the drone efforts as well and back that up with aircraft later today. And then the river itself, I don't know the specifics of that search. We would have to pose that question to PAGC Search and Rescue. They're leading that up. But I do know they've made extensive efforts in the river near the residents of the missing youth.
Okay, is that good, Thea? Any other questions?
We do have complete cooperation with the families, with the RCMP and the search teams. And some of them are even helping out as well. We do have Vice Chief Chris Joe from Prince Albert Grand Council, who just joined us. We're at
Sure.
the meeting.
Sure, if you want to say a few words.
You want to see Vice Chief?
Want to see his face?
Yeah.
Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Vice Chief.
Thanks, Vice Chief. And fortunately, what
Just wait. Sorry, Vice Chief, do you mind just moving beside Vice Chief here, just because the light in the background is overpowering you?
A window back here.
Yeah, that's better.
Taking the light.
I'm overpowering the view.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah. And if you can just move to your left a little more, Vice Chief.
Yeah, be here. I'm good. There.
Just a little more. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. Thanks.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to thank our God, our Creator, for giving us this opportunity to come together. I know in search for this young boy, and I thank for everybody that's collectively coming to this community. As Zachary has said, this community has so much compassion when it comes down to losing a loved one, and also Vice Chief as well. You can feel the emotions are really high right now, because we don't know what the circumstances, what the outcome is going to be. But at the end of the day, we are still optimistic to find that the little boy. And also, it kind of relates, when you have a loved ones and you're at home. I have three grandchildren at ages 6 and 5. 2 of them are 5 years old. I can relate to that, losing or something like this happening is tragic, because it does do something to your emotions and your feelings. And I told my wife I have to go support the community, because little do we know what the outcome is going to be, just by showing up and showing that support. And for the search and rescue means a lot to the community members and the family as well. I hold dear to this community, including Soul Lake, because they are a lot of my friends and my colleagues I work with in the organization. And I'm happy I'm here to help out in any way as I can, just for support as well. And the weather is not really permitting. It's kind of snowing and kind of wet out there, and it's cold. And I really I really high regard in these people that are coming together collectively for this little angel that we're looking for. And I hope we find him in one piece. And at the same time, like Zachary has said, prayer is so powerful. And I pray for everybody that came into this community to help, and also to pray for their home, for travel safe when they go home, and also for their families to be safe as well.
these are trying times, as you can see, in our communities, and in times like this, we have to support and come together as one. And like I always say, we're all one people. We all breathe the same air, and we all walk in the same earth, the Turtle Island. So with that, thank you for giving me the opportunity, and keep praying for the searchers, the family, and the community leadership. And when you have these kind of things happening in a community, leadership has a heavy load that they have to carry, and for the whole community, because there's so many emotions that they go through. And I think, with that, thank you for giving me the opportunity, some celebrate your Vice Chief, and also media. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Vice Chief. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up. Any other questions? Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Vice Chief. I want to let everyone know that I'm going to create a folder in a Google Drive, and I have some photos and videos. And so as soon as I pull those together, then I'll send out another email, and then hopefully you'll be able to access them. So that's it. Any other questions? None? Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Vice Chief. Thank you, Councillor. Thank you, team. And I think we'll just, were there any other comments? Was there anything else you want to add?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Is all the media gone from this website?
No, they're still here.
I want to ask you a question, a personal question in regards to our community.
Okay,
I want them to
okay, when they
sign
log
up.
off, when they leave. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, we'll just stay online then.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, everyone.